All right, so this is just a quick business update. Doesn't have do with anything else, but it's a proper way of us making some money for the corporation. Again, there has been wildfires in Greece, in Switzerland, in Spain, up throughout Europe. Different areas have been destroyed. We're looking at wildfires that have occurred out in Hawaii. Looking at wildfires around the planet. Here's the thing, right? You look at what happened with Beijing with floods. You look at places that were damaged by gigantic earthquakes. You look at places that had wildfires, and you see that their neighborhoods will burn down, right? Okay. That's a perfect opportunity for the International Monetary Fund. I'm letting you know now, Kristalina Georgieva. Remember, as we had said when we had the meeting in Paris, we will help them rebuild, irrespective of what disaster befalls upon them, whether they go through a war or a natural disaster. Well, these are natural disasters. In exchange, we will place a fuel tax on the petrol or a tax upon in-ground mineral resource assets, which is complete backing for the giving of one of these green loans so they're able to rebuild. Well, now that the old infrastructure and old bodies have been completely torn down and destroyed, it is time to issue out these new loans that we've been discussing out of the International Monetary Fund for each one of these cities or states that have been looking to have remodeling and things done for their area. This provides us the opportunity because at the International Monetary Fund, we actually have the funding to supply them with a green loan so they're able to actually rebuild with whatever infrastructure that they choose to get caught up to our green goals for the future, right? We talked about this thoroughly when we were at Paris for the monetary reforms for the financial system. And this was one of the great new ideas that we had come forward with. Well, unfortunately, there's a lot of areas around the country that have had natural disasters that are not targets of war. So we're not going to have to worry about bombing of new construction or anything, but they got hit with a natural disaster and their area is completely torn down now. They do need to rebuild it to get back on their feet. In order for them to do that, we will supply them with a loan. To guarantee said loan, we will get a fuel tax or in-ground mineral resource asset tax. We don't get any of it. That's just a guarantee upon the loan just in case they don't pay. Why? Because we have to protect our investments going forward. We can't just make blind investments on property or assets with individuals around the planet and then have them default, and it puts us into a bad state economically, right? So in order to run a good, proper business, that way we actually get a return on what we're spending, we will follow this path. And that way these areas that were attacked by fires or earthquakes or floods, whatever it may be, whatever natural disaster around the planet, all these different cities and states, whoever it may be, worldwide, they have the opportunity to begin reconstruction with this new loan program that we have for them. This is strictly about business. It is about nothing else, right? So it's very good to have a great chat about this today. But that should be our goal business-wise going forward. We just have to sell the idea of these loans to these people, right? And that just requires us sitting down and have meetings with their leaders, which is very easy to do. So this is what we're going to do going forward. Have a great day.